Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. Welcome to my collection update video for February 2022. Now, it's been a pretty decent month. There is one thing that stands out in regards to something I've really been wanting to add to the collection for a long time. A couple of imports, the usual thing, and a couple of little figures as well that I want to show off that I found. So without further ado, we shall get straight into the update, and I'm going to show you the first thing that I picked up, and this is for me what I mentioned, something that I've been really wanting to add to the collection for a long time. There is a separate unboxing video for this. If you want to watch the separate unboxing video, it goes into this in far more detail. I'm not going to go into as much detail here. I'll just show it you. And at the end of this video, I'll put like a link for you to go and watch the unboxing of this if it interests you. Right, and it is this. It is the Dark Knight Trilogy Ultimate Collector's Edition. Absolutely thrilled to finally add this to the collection. Can be quite pricey, this. And I got it off eBay off someone who was selling it, and it was already a reasonable price he was selling it for, and then he kind of sent me an offer and I accepted it. So I'm absolutely thrilled with it. It's got Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. It's got some brilliant little figurines, like vehicles from all the movies. It's in a beautiful like a media book like display. It's almost like an LP in how it's all put together. I won't go into too much more detail. Just make sure, guys, if you're really interested, go and have a look at the separate unboxing video for this on the channel. Absolutely delighted with it. It's in a lovely big thick box, as you can see there, very solid, and this is going to take pride and place in my collection. So really thrilled to pick that one up. Right, the next things I'm going to show you is a couple of figures. Now, I couldn't believe it, I got these in a charity shop, one of my local charity shops. Occasionally they get some like things like this in, but it's not very often. And I do have, like, back there somewhere, you can see it, hang on, there. It's an Alien set, and it's from this. I got this as well from a charity shop. It's a Battlestar Galactica. It's like a We Love Titans, a Titans vinyl figure, and it is from the TV show Battlestar Galactica, and it's Scar. The figure Scar, and if you know the show, you'll know what I mean by that. Didn't even know they did these. There's lots more figures you can pick up, and I think I picked this up. I think it was about £3 in the charity shop, which is absolute steal. Because for that Aliens figure back there, like I've just shown you, that I think I got that in Blackpool. I think that was about £12 or something like that. So £3 for this, and it's never been opened. It's still got the sticker sealed on it. So I'm really pleased with that. And eagle-eyed viewers will see that amongst the display up there somewhere. And the next one I picked up from the same charity shop is this. It's a Ghostbusters Vinnie Mates vinyl figure. It's like a nerd block. So let's have a look there. You see that? It's Peter Venkman. I think it's Peter Venkman. So yeah, slimed Ray. No, it's slimed Ray, not Pete. So we've got a slimed Ray from Ghostbusters there. I know you can't brilliantly see that. I'm trying to deflect the light off it. I've never seen one of these figures before. That's what it looks like. So I don't generally take these things out of the box. I like to leave them in the box for display. I think personally I like to leave them in. I think they look better in the box. But I think that's quite a nice, tidy little collectible. And again, that'll be going behind me on the display. Right, let me show you the imports that I have got this month. Now the first one comes with a little bit of a story. I've been after this for a while. It's always been quite pricey, and I managed to pick it up on eBay from a seller in the UK. However, the post office in the UK being as wonderful as it is, it never arrived. So I got a refund on that. However, I managed to find another one, and I got this one from Germany, and it arrived just a few days ago, actually. And it is Wanted, Dead or Alive. The German import. It comes in like the case there, and it's a thin Blu-ray, as you can see. Not as thick as a normal Blu-ray. Rutger Hauer, Wanted, Dead or Alive. Absolutely brilliant film. I think it's one of his most underrated films, this. It's got Gene Simmons in it from Kiss, who plays a terrorist. I have reviewed this on the channel. I did a classic film review for this a few years ago. And I didn't realise this until I did the research for that review. This is actually based on a Steve McQueen. Is it a TV show? I think so. And he plays like a descendant of the Steve McQueen character. Something like that, anyway. However, very, very good. Really, really chuffed to have that in the collection. Another import. My import collection is getting ever bigger. Another import, and this is one of my favourite Michael Keaton comedies. This was one of my very first classic film reviews on the channel, and it is The Dream Team. Obviously, that's the German title. I don't think it comes with any... Yeah, it does come with some extras, not much, just like a trailer, I think, and a couple of other little bits. Great, great cast. We've got Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, and Stephen Furst. If you don't know, you can always check out my classic film review, but essentially they all play like mental patients that go to a ball game for a treat, and their therapist ends up in hospital, and they end up roaming the streets of New York on their own. It's hilarious, but it is really, really good as well. Brilliant performances. Michael Keaton's fantastic, but Christopher Lloyd is fantastic as well. They all are as well. Peter Boyle, they're all absolutely brilliant. Michael Keaton's got like anger issues. Christopher Lloyd's like anal retentive. He's really, really organised, drives everybody mad. Peter Boyle, I think he thinks he's Jesus. And Stephen Furst is like, he doesn't talk or anything. The only time he ever speaks is like in baseball tongue sort of thing. Very, very good film if you've never seen it. Not easy to get, which is why I've had to get the German import. I strongly recommend that one, guys, if you're going to watch a good comedy. The next import, and this isn't a German import, I think this is Dutch. And I actually got this on Music Magpie. I was pricing this up to get it sent in from abroad, and then I noticed that Music Magpie actually had this in stock, and it was fairly cheap. It was certainly cheaper than getting it imported anyway. And it is Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. Again, I think this is one of Chevy Chase's underrated comedies. It doesn't get mentioned in the same breath as, his Fletchers and the National Lampoons and all that kind of stuff, and the Caddyshacs. Very, very good film. And again, I have reviewed this on the channel a few years ago. I did a top 10 favourite Chevy Chase films, and I did review a couple of his films to go along with that list. And Funny Farm was one of those films, I believe. Very, very good film. And the last import that I brought in, and I have put a review up for this fairly recently on the channel. It is Case 39, the Renée Zellweger horror film. And if you want to know more about that, you can always check out the review I did fairly recently, just a few days ago on the channel, depending on when I put this video up. And I'm planning on putting this video up this Sunday, I think. Right, we shall move on to some other things that I've picked up now. I picked up Runaway, the Tom Selleck 80s classic, sci-fi classic, directed by Michael Crichton. Again, it's got Gene Simmons in it, set in a future where there's robots and everything. It's fairly dated now, but it is still a solid science fiction action film. And this is still sealed. It's a 101 release. Doesn't have much in the way of features on it, but still, it's a pretty good Tom Selleck film. A couple of films now that have been released at the back end of last month, but I'm sure many of you will have added them to your collection. The first one is Dune, one of my favourite films of last year. What was it, my second favourite film of last year? Third? Something like that. I just loved it. Absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait for the part 2. So that comes in the sleeve, comes out. It's still sealed. I haven't watched it yet again, but I am looking forward to rewatching this. Very, very good. Chuffed with that. So that is Dune. The next one I picked up, again, this is a one that I'm sure many of you will have picked up this month, and it is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Again, in the sleeve. And I have rewatched this with my wife just a few nights ago. She's not really a Ghostbusters fan, but she did quite enjoy this. Another one I've picked up that was a release last year for M. Night Shyamalan's, and it is Old. Wasn't massively well received, this, again in the sleeve. I quite liked it. I didn't sing its praises. I think I might have given it a 7 out of 10, something like that. But I didn't buy this when it was obviously first released on Blu-ray. I've waited for the price to come down, and it's a fairly reasonable price now on Amazon, so I've picked it up and added it to my collection. Classic Samuel L. Jackson film next that I'm really looking forward to rewatching and reviewing. The Negotiator. Kevin Spacey as well. Yes, I know it's Kevin Spacey, but, you know, there was a time when he was highly regarded in Hollywood. And, you know, despite what's happened with him in recent years, I don't think we should just forget that he has made a lot of good films. And I am genuinely looking forward to rewatching this. I haven't seen this for a few years, and I do really, really like it. And another one that I was really pleased to pick up. This is one of my... I'm not sure really how... When I review this, how I'm going to review this. Maybe a classic. I'm not really sure, but... Frequency. Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel. And for those of you... I think they actually turn this into a TV show as well, which I haven't seen. Anybody that hasn't seen this, essentially, it's like a time travel type film, where Jim Caviezel plays Dennis Quaid's son. There's some kind of solar event takes place, and he's able to communicate with his dad from the past through like a CB radio. However, his dad is dead in his time, so he thinks he can change the past. But it's really good. It's really good science fiction film, but there's like good serial killer type aspect to it as well. Really looking forward to rewatching that and reviewing it on the channel. Now, I've had something of a Gerard Butler update this month in regards to adding a few Gerard Butler films to the collection. And that's essentially because a few weeks ago, I can't remember when it was, I watched Law Abiding Citizen, and I have filmed a review for that, so that will be going up on the channel at some point. So I thought I'd add a few Gerard Butler films to the collection, and they were really cheap on Music Magpie, I think. So, and I haven't seen some of them. Coriolanus, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not really sure. Looks decent. So we've got Ralph Fiennes, Gerard Butler. I'll check it out. If it's good, let me know in the comments. I'll prioritise it. Another one I haven't seen, and this was Music Magpie again. Machine Gun Preacher. Still sealed, actually. I think I paid £2 for this on Music Magpie, something like that. And I have seen this already, and I'm sure I reviewed it on the channel. It's Hunter Killer. Quite enjoyed this one, like a submarine-like thriller action thing with Gerard Butler and Gary Oldman. So added them to the collection. And the last ones, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. This is another classic. George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, Out of Sight. Very, very good. Thriller, action thriller, I don't know, noir type thing. It's really good. Very, very good. It was when George Clooney was just really, really breaking out as a movie star. Very, very good film, that. I really love it. Pick this up. I've only seen it once. I remember quite enjoying it. Probably give it a watch at some point again. Dwayne Johnson's Faster with Billy Bob Thornton. pretty decent action film. I think you'll all agree. Give that one a go. I haven't seen this one before, but I haven't even seen the original. Shoot me. But I thought I'd pick this up nice and cheap, and I'll give it a go. It is My Bloody Valentine. 3D. Not that I'm going to watch it in 3D. It says it comes with glasses, but I got this from Music Magpie. There is no glasses in there. Not that I have a 3D TV to watch it with anyway, but you can watch it 2D as well. This is actually supposed to be a pretty good remake of the original. I can't really comment because, like I say, I've not seen the original. The next one is a Denzel Washington classic that I've actually been after for a while, and the price on this one escalates massively. So sometimes you look at it and it's fairly cheap and you think, oh, I'll pick that up, and then you go in and it's out of stock, and then the price shoots up. It is Bone Collector. So I finally managed to see it at a reasonable price and pull the trigger. I don't know if it's World of Books or Music Magpie. It was one of them, and then immediately after I ordered it, the price shot up again to like triple what I paid for it. Must be quite difficult to get hold of, but it's one I wanted to add to my collection for a while now, and I have finally done so. This one I haven't seen. I can't remember why I decided to pick this up, but I think I saw a trailer or something like that, and it is The Uninvited. So it's a bit of a blind buy. Let me know, guys, what you think of this if you've seen it. And the last one I've picked up, again, it's from it's either Music Magpie or World of Books. And I actually ordered the Blu-ray and they sent the DVD by mistake. So I've actually just messaged them because it's just arrived today, this, saying, hey guys, I wanted the Blu-ray. So hopefully they will send me a Blu-ray to replace this. But I'll show you it anyway. And this is because I want to catch up with some of the Texas Chainsaw films after watching the new one that's just been on Netflix. I'm not particularly familiar with all the films in the franchise. I couldn't even tell you how many there are. There's probably too many, I'm guessing. But this is the Texas Chainsaw one that came out in 2013. And I believe this is the one with Alexandra Daddario. Bill Moseley. No idea what it's like. It didn't get brilliant reviews from what I could tell. But I'll give it a go, you know what I mean? I've actually ordered the 2003, is it? The remake that they did, but that's not arrived in time. There's another 2 or 3 I've ordered that haven't arrived in time by the time I filmed this, so I shall show them next month. So that's everything that I have picked up this month for February 2022. Let me know in the comments if any of those caught your eye, any of those you would like to pick up, and any of those that you've seen, and you would like to leave me a comment on what you think of the films. And of course, guys, I'll be back with loads more content on the channel very, very soon.